Hi boys and girls, it's Ms. Marichak, and today I want to show you how to use quotation marks. You can try this today in writing workshop. Quotation marks are a type of punctuation, like a period or a question mark, but quotation marks wrap around words to let you know that someone is speaking. So here's a sentence, "Have a nice day," and I can tell someone's talking because there are these punctuation marks floating up in the air that look like two little floating commas on either side of the sentence. Now I've circled those quotation marks in blue so you can really have them stand out. And quotation marks hug the words that people say. Here's the beginning of the sentence. It starts off with have, and we have up here in the air these two quotation marks, and I circled them in blue to make them easy to see. They're both pointing towards the word have. And here's the end of the sentence. The last word is day, and after the exclamation point, I have quotation marks again pointing towards the words in the sentence, hugging the sentence, letting me know that someone was speaking. So when we look at our sentence, "Have a nice day," we see that our sentence is being hugged by the quotation marks, and everything inside of the hug, where the quotation marks are showing someone is talking. So maybe I'm writing a story and I want to put Maria in my story. And I want Maria to talk to Jihad. So Maria might say, "How are you?" And we already know that when we have characters talking in pictures, we put a speech bubble around the words. So I put a speech bubble around Maria's words, "How are you?" And Jihad might answer, "I am having a good day." So here's my paper, and I wrote down, Maria asked, "How are you?" And I said asked because she's asking a question. Let's look a little closer at those quotation marks. I highlighted them in orange so you can see them easily, and you see how they are hugging this, what Maria said, "How are you?" The words that you would put in a speech bubble if you were drawing a picture and having a character talk are the same things that go inside of your quotation marks. So if Maria says, "How are you?" then we would take the words "How are you?" and wrap them up with quotation marks by putting those little commas floating up in the air pointing towards the words that the speaker is saying. Take a look at my paper. So it started off saying, Maria asked, "How are you?" And Jihad said, "I am having a good day." So we know that when a character is talking, just the words that he's saying goes inside of a speech bubble, and just the words that the character is saying would go inside the quotation marks. So I start my quotation marks at the word I for "I am having a good day," and I end my quotation marks or wrap them around at the end after the last word day. You may have also noticed that in these sentences there's a little comma right before the character starts talking. So I have Maria asked, "How are you?" Jihad said, "I am having a good day." And I put those little commas in there because before you start speaking what the character says, you might take a little breath in or pause. So when you're writing, and if you picture your character talking, like here I am, and I'm saying, "You are a very smart class," and you want to write that, instead you'd write, "Ms. Marichak said, you are a very smart class." And remember, anything that your character would say inside of their speech bubble gets wrapped around with these quotation marks that look like commas floating up in the air, and they start hugging the beginning of the sentence where you begin talking, and they hug the end of the sentence where you end talking. So that's a mini lesson on how to use quotation marks, and if you want to try using this in writing workshop today, don't forget to show the teacher so I can see that you tried something new today. Have fun!